so tired of losing, bro.
Tired of losing?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that sucks for you. Because I'm in the king seat, baby.
Oh, I'm sure there's no better way to get to the king seat than throwing a not flat back.
All right, go ahead. Make fun of it all you want, but the difference is I'm in the king seat
I wish
and you're
I was
not.
in the king seat.
Yeah? Well, you know what your problem is, huh?
No, I don't.
Don't worry. I got you. Just chug.
Welcome in, guys. Episode 24. Welcome into the King Seat Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel D. May. This is my co-host, Brian B. Betancourt. What's going on, man? Day after Memorial Day, huh?
I know, and I don't have my hat. This is just...
It's kind of throwing me off. I don't know what's going on.
Showing my bald spots and stuff.
Looks good.
I don't know. I guess Memorial Day was rough, apparently. But no, glad to be back. It was good to see you, D-May. Huh? You had your little vacation, huh?
Yes, we went to the beach. If any of you happen to be in Fort Walton / Destin, and you lost in cornhole or ladder ball this weekend to me and a 7-year-old, I apologize. I get a little ruthless at the beach games, you know.
Ladder ball's your new thing?
Yeah, I'm pretty solid, dude. I think it's the same form as cornhole.
No, it's not. You hold the ball like this.
Yeah, but the release, like, I guess, you know, when your hand comes out and your palm up, I guess most people don't know how to do that. They try to, like, spin it like a
lasso. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Because it's going to catch.
But if you come back and then up, dude, I don't know. It goes straight, and it's pretty... wasn't that hard. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can't knock people off and stuff, but... I'm pretty solid at ringing one at least every time.
Which one? The middle? Because you just shoot for the middle and hope it hits one of them?
No, actually, I'm good at the top one.
What's the point system?
That's the thing. We've always played the bottom one was 3. It was 3, 2, 1, so the top one's 1.
Which I think it should be, because the bottom you have like a better chance of hitting the ground.
Yeah, but these people on the beach who had the game, they said they read the instructions, and the top one was 3. So I'm just ringing threes
bullshit.
all day.
Yeah, that makes it easy. That's bullshit. They just want to feel good about themselves.
I was ringing threes all day. I wasn't complaining.
Well, you're a ladder ball champ. That's what we'll do. We'll get a ladder ball set, and I'll play you in ladder ball and bust your ass.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Bring you back down to earth.
We'll bring it on. We need to bring it to like the next, we need to bring one of the worlds or something. Set it up. That'd be fun.
Maybe
so. Do after.
We could do it in the parking lot. When we get knocked out of a blind draw, we could play sit and go ladder
ball. Triathlon. We challenge anybody to a triathlon of cornhole, beer pong, and ladder ball.
Hell yeah.
Your move. Find us at Worlds. Anyway, yeah, guys, we got an action-packed episode today. We actually had on, I'm sure you guys can tell, K9.
Our boy Wally K9, yeah, he stopped by.
The broadcast legend himself.
Yep, in studio. He was able to come in, thankfully. He took a little detour and came and saw us before me and him flew out to Fort Worth for that pro shootout. So we got to eat a nice little meal. Obviously have him in studio for a great interview. And then we flew out to Fort Worth. So it was fun.
Yeah, I got left here. They flew out without me, y'all.
That's right, as we usually do.
They flew out without me. But, yeah, we have an interview with him prior to them going. We did not have time for a game. They were kind of in a rush. As usual, you know, be over here.
Well, we had to rush. We had to make it to the blind draw that we were sponsoring that night at AJ's in Grand Prairie, which is an awesome venue, too, if you're ever out in that area. Everybody was hating on it that showed up that wasn't from Texas because it was turf on both sides of the building. One side was just green turf. The other side was like painted like a football field with the cowboy symbol in the middle. And everybody's like, oh, this is... But it was a great venue. It was a great tournament. That was a great way to open up the weekend for Fort Worth. So, but yeah, it was... speaking of Fort Worth, I had a great time there. I got to get me a nice little cowboy hat. I had my own little photo shoot. Thanks to our good buddy Jared Mercati, Wingnut as we call him and his wife. They were prancing around with me, shopping it, and we were taking some pictures. It was a great time. Playing outside was pretty hot. Thankfully, we only had to do that one day. The venue inside, it was different, right? It's like you're playing, it's like a parking garage type area, it seemed like. But it was still cool. They had AC in it. The PBR, we went to the rodeo one night. Me, Wally, Sparky from Spark Apparel, Amish, and Spencer, the person I played with out there. We went to the Pbr World Final, and that was awesome. Never been to something like that, D-May. The fireworks are awesome. You never realize how long 8 seconds is, bro. Seeing these people try to ride the bull is like 1 out of 10 would stay on for 8 seconds. It was an experience. So we went to Mike Hennessy's Airbnb one night. They had a lot going on from beer pong to shuffleboard to card games, and then watching some of the NBA playoffs. So it was fun, you know. Got to see some great games as well. Got to get on the broadcast for doubles with Wally and K9. Wally and K9, like that's two people, but just one person. But that was fun. Josh Keck hopped on there as well. He's a clown. It was just overall a good experience.
Yeah, I tuned in. I listened for a little bit when you were doing that. I also caught you in the crowd a couple times, B.
Yeah?
I definitely kept seeing you in the crowd. You know, I was screaming at the TV. The huge.
Look at this. This is no free ads to Monster or anything, but this is Monster Rehab. Trying to recover.
Me too. I got this after Memorial Day yesterday. In the beach.
Look, it matches my shirt.
But no, surprising. It's really fun to go back and look at some of the older footage of the ACL and look in the crowd and see who you recognize.
Right. And
a lot of people have been around a while, and so I feel like in 5 years, you know, when you're an elite pro.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's gonna look back and be like, "Oh my God, B's sitting in the crowd right there."
He became one. Yeah, you know,
he
was a student of the game at one point. You know, he sat there in the crowd, watched every game on the broadcast court. You know, it was fun. So, but anyways, I know we got a lot going on, right? We had some big tournaments this weekend from the Takeover, which is in Arizona, which is put on by Crown City Shot Kings, a couple other people as well. We know, they threw a great fun tournament. Huh? We went to
fun tournament
to the one they threw in San Diego, and we had a lot of fun. So we have that. We have the USA Forces tournament that took place this past weekend as well, which is always something great. That was in Colorado Springs, I believe. Shout out to everyone who even participated for your service and what you continue to do. What else do we have? We had the Carolina Conference tournament as well.
Let me talk a little bit about the last Pro Shootout and then our predictions for the upcoming Pro Shootout.
That's right.
As well. You know, we got the usual guys, the clips of the week, you know, the random facts. We do dabble on quite a few topics. And, you know, of course, the interview with K9 and, you know, B's wonderful personality. But I say B...
my wonderful personality.
Yeah, you know, it's great. I say we jump into some of these recaps.
Let's do it.
Down, sir. Let's go to the zoomed out here, and we will start things off. Let's start off with I guess the Takeover 2.0.
Okay.
I just have one picture here. RJ's pictures taking skills were.
Compa, get it together, bro. You cannot take pictures, man. And I didn't even realize until Trey Birchfield, you know what I mean? He roasted you saying for the poor picture quality. Jeez, I mean, the guy can take a pickleback, but he can't take pictures.
I thought about just posting them on here for the fun of it, but I thought they might damage the TV. So, sorry, Daddy. We could not get them all. We just got this one.
Yeah, but I mean, the Takeover, I mean, I guess the highlights went to Trey Birchfield, right? He starting off with the blind draw Friday night. Him and Ty Lopez took it down. And that was just the beginning for Trey. You know, after that, we had doubles on Saturday where Trey partnered with Jimmy Humans. They lost an early game to Noah and Tony. And then they came back in the championship, and they double-dipped them.
Did you see what him and Humans threw?
So they started off throwing Widows for the first couple games, and then they transitioned over to the Pro Snipers. So they were throwing pink Pro Snipers.
Interesting.
So
I was just wondering what bag that they would go with.
Yeah. It probably had to do with the board conditions, if I had something to realize. I mean, to guess on why they were throwing the Widows at first, but you know, those Pro Snipers can be a little fast.
Yeah, well, Jimmy put so much damn spin on that bag, dude. It's gonna cut.
Yeah, well, Jimmy could throw anything, right? You know.
I feel like Jimmy just so much spin, it doesn't even matter.
Right. So
but, yeah, they took doubles, and then Trey also took singles.
Yep, and then Trey took it down in singles as well. So
Birch going ham. So
it was a great weekend for him. Let's just say he's got a lot of money in his pocket, you know. So it's good to see him coming to form. We're obviously throwing great. They had a lot of great competition there. You know, some of the top pros from around the country were there. And we know what kind of talent they have on the West Coast, just between Arizona and Cali anyway, from non-pros as well. So congratulations to Trey, and we'll see if we can carry that over into the next weekend, which he's not going far because the Pro Shootouts in Mesa, Arizona. So what else we got, D-May?
All right, let's jump into the Open Fort Worth.
Yeah, this is another sweep here. I think he's the first person to ever do something like this. So he won the advanced blind draw with Jordan Campbell. It was funny. We're there, and everybody's like, oh, who'd you get? And we see, like, oh, Alex Hicks has Jordan Campbell. It's like, well, I guess everybody's just playing for second because it's going to be tough to beat them. I mean, the reason being, right, Jordan Campbell's not a pro this season, obviously. Alex Hicks can't play the pro shootouts due to his age, and the pro shootout tournament was going on at the same time. So, all the older pros that were there, they were playing the pro shootout. So there was really no other pros in there. Bella was also playing the blind draw. So, but anyways, Hicks and Campbell, braved the heat playing outside, and they took down that blind draw. And then Windsor and Alex Hicks just win doubles. It's good to see them win a big tournament together. They've played together in a few tournaments. And then Alex Hicks, what he did in singles, man, it was incredible. He lost. He made it through his bracket. He lost to Jamie Graham, had to battle back, ended up double dipping Jamie Graham to make it to the Final Four. And then in the championship, he took down Devin Harbaugh. But watching some of those games was just, he had a marathon with Jamie one of his games. I think it was, I want to say it was over 40 rounds one game.
This kid was incredible.
Yeah.
Right? 12 years old. I think that's how old he is.
Mm-hmm.
And, just doing the things that he's doing with these cornhole bags is absolutely insane.
It's funny because he has a great attitude. So the first time he played Jamie, he was getting whooped by a lot, maybe 14, 15, nothing. And you just see him, he doesn't do much. Like, he doesn't have much of a facial expression unless he's smiling, during the game. And he ended up scoring like 1 or 2 points. He was like, yes, on the board. So he's just happy he scored a point. He knew it was going to be a tough battle to even win that game. Obviously, he lost, but he made good work of everybody else and came back and got hot. So congrats to Alex Hicks.
Well, I got a question for you, B. Before we jump off of this topic, and we can zoom in for you guys to be able to see us better. Do you think that having a marathon game like Alex Hicks had, right, with Jamie Graham, do you think that benefits the younger player? Do you think some of these older guys wear out by throwing 40 rounds in one game and then having to do it? I'll wear out. By the time I get back from Worlds, I can't move my arm.
Right,
okay?
yeah, no, I think it definitely...
So I guess I just don't know, does it hurt the kids as much as it does us?
Excuse me. I think it definitely plays in Alex's favor, right? He's young. He can walk back and forth all day. Not to mention, half the people he's playing against have been drinking. So it's like,
good point,
he's sober as well. But he's young. These kids, anybody that has kids, their stamina. They don't ever get tired. It doesn't seem, and that's the case with Alex Hicks. So I think it definitely works out in his favor. When you're playing somebody like a Jamie Graham, he probably gets frustrated half the time, or somebody else does if it just keeps going. And Jamie's probably a bad example because he's obviously one of the best players in the world, arguably the best right at this moment. But he's used to it because he's been in a lot of these long battles. But
Jamie puts in a lot of work too.
Right.
But I feel like with a lot of these kids, I feel like they practice so long that when they get to these tournaments that they're so used to throwing for hours and hours a day.
Right.
Whereas I don't know how much some of these older people practice, but if I throw an hour a day, I'm good. That is sufficient practice to me.
There's a lot that goes into it, right? Alex Hicks can't go out at night and do some of the things. He's probably in bed early where, sometimes, you're at an event like this, you stay up with your friends you haven't seen in a while, having some drinks, or even just staying up late in general. And then you come out and play in these big tournaments that last forever. So I just think in general he's more rested than a lot of these older people. And that's not to take away from anybody, right?
No, because he definitely he gets on the game too, from what I've heard,
Right.
So he might be on game, and he might not be out with his friends, but he's gaming.
But I think, just in the long term, I don't think he gets bored, right? Just going the hole. He does all kinds of different shots where some other players might get bored sometimes just going in and might try something different. Like, I can do this, I could try and roll in, or I could shoot an air mail or go for a big shot and get more points because the game is a marathon, right? And he just maintains composure the whole time. I think it works out in his favor, yes.
And that's definitely the key thing there. To be that young and be able to keep focus and composure like that, that's my kid. He's got some talent. Got some talent.
The kid's just only getting better. And he's had a couple rough showings at these nationals so far, but what he's been doing at these opens and just throughout the season is incredible. And we know he's gonna. If I had to guess, right, maybe he doesn't have the greatest showing coming into 4th of July weekend, I think, in that national in Chicago. But if I had to guess, for some reason he's just going to turn on at Worlds and run through people. So, but
well, we know he can.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's jump into Carolina Conference Singles champ.
Jamie Graham.
Again.
Jamie Graham. And I I want to say Jake Gore got second and Jackson Gore got third. So Jamie, Jake, Jack, so all J's. But Jamie, right, just picking up right where he left off. This was in Rock Hill at the ACL headquarters for that Carolina Conference tournament. Jamie was on fire, and I think poor Jamie. Speaking about well rested, he was definitely well rested, right? The reason being because he partnered up with Jason McCannon, the owner of Fire Cornhole and Doubles, and they didn't do real well at all. So he didn't go deep in the day before. And I think he even made a post about it. Him or somebody did. I understand why bag manufacturers make bags and don't throw them. And Jason McCann was a prime example. So Jamie was definitely well rested. And he was like, all right, well, I didn't win anything in doubles. I got to win singles. So, but like obviously we know that's a tough conference as well. But Jamie was able to take it down. So.
All right, we'll go to
doubles,
Eric Davis,
right? Eric Davis.
Derek Holland.
Yeah, Eric Davis and Derek Holland. And Eric Davis had a good showing. It was good to see him on the broadcast court in Fort Worth last weekend. But we see like he's starting to come into his own. So this is a different pairing, him and Derek Holland. I'm not sure what bags they threw. I'd be interested to see that. But nonetheless, they took down first place. So the Carolina Conference. Congrats to these guys. And Jake Gore and his partner, I got to mention Jake. He won blind draw the night before to him and his partner. So.
We love Jake and Jack Gore. They're awesome.
Yeah.
They always represent with the headband,
Mm-hmm.
the shirts. Oh, shout out to Ryan Windsor as well from the Open. I saw you, Ryan. I saw you.
My man was rocking the headband, huh?
Yeah, he was throwing like an 11 PBR while he was doing it. I saw it.
He said he was going to, bro. He rocked it. So there was a few people rocking the headbands out there. So it was always good to see.
We appreciate it, guys. If you see anybody rocking the headband, please make sure that you send us a picture so we are aware because we love it. We love it. All right, so we will go to, I guess let's go to Pro Shootouts. We'll talk a recap of the last one, and then we'll jump into our predictions for the next one.
Okay.
So there he is again, singles.
Jamie's just getting it out the way, right?
He can't stop talking about this.
He's like, look, the Pro Shootouts, I'm going to just win this first one early so I don't have to worry about playing in the rest of them until the championship, and that's what he did. It was awesome. And you see how he's holding two bags here. I don't know if you know this, D-May, but the first game on the broadcast court, he was throwing Fire Cornhole Incinerators. And they were just too fast for him. He said, obviously he won. He came back late against Joe Neistat. But then the second game, he threw Assaults against Tanner Hubbard, which is something he never throws. He pulled it out. So he made that adjustment, was able to win. So congrats to him. And congrats to Tanner, too. He had a good showing as well.
He did. We love Tanner.
Speaking of Tanner, I don't know if I sent you a picture. Tanner sent me a picture the other day of his son rocking the headband.
Yeah.
It might be on the opening credits.
Yeah, I threw it in the kingdom, so hopefully.
So that was a cool picture to see. But congrats to Jamie. He's qualified himself for that $100,000 Pro Shootout championship at the end of the year.
All right, let's go to doubles. These two, kind of a surprise, right? I mean, last year they were popping off. This year, kind of a slow start.
You might say it's a surprise, but yeah, they're right back on top, and they won the Pro Shootout last year, I believe.
Yeah.
So they won it. So they're just starting right back. Obviously they haven't had the greatest showing so far this year together, but the Pro Shootout is just their thing. It must be, right? And this might be the little win that they need to get them jump started for the rest of the season. So they were on the same page. Good to see them get away and win. And as we said, right, Eric Davis, I mean, he just had a good weekend in general. He did well in singles as well. Brett was kind of struggling. I don't know if he saw that post where he burnt his leg pretty badly from a vaping battery thing that blew up when it was in his pocket.
Oh, geez.
So you could see him that weekend walking around with a limp, and you could tell he was hurting. But
didn't even affect him, huh?
yeah, but no, it didn't affect him. So,
well, congratulations, guys. And we can't forget.
Yeah, of course. This is another one, Cheyenne, right? Getting it out the way early. The good thing is for all these ladies, she can't play in another one until the end of the season. So.
Yeah, but really, I mean, women's is up in the air now.
Yeah.
I feel like
we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about who we think on the women's side is going to the next Pro Shootout. But my highlight from this Pro Shootout on the women's side was it was great to see Deborah Odom on that, and also I think nobody that hasn't been spoken about much at all this season was Chelsea Hubbard. She made a championship against Cheyenne. She threw lights out against Deborah, and I think not to take anything away from Chelsea, but I think the nerves got her against Cheyenne. You know, playing for the finals, she's playing with Cheyenne on that broadcast court, and she was just kind of all over the place. But needless to say, she got a little bit of experience, and I mean, she threw well, so she might be back. So, and then after that, she got rewarded with trying to carry Trey Hunt in the open part. So poor Chelsea. But congrats to Cheyenne.
Congrats, Cheyenne. Well deserved. All right, well, why don't we start, B? Let's start with women's. Next pro shootout.
Well, what about our people, man? The people that look out for us, our first responders, the USA forces.
I don't know if we got this one blinded, B. We're gonna have to.
No, it's all right.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark. No. Found it. There it is.
Dylan, the disrespect he shows you, huh? The disrespect, Dylan. You see that? He just wanted to skip on by you.
This is why we need a layout, right? You know, I need it on a board. In turn, what is going on? We don't have a board over here.
No. This was I don't know if it went kind of like, it was a quiet tournament this weekend. It seems like, you know, it wasn't really talked about too much. But obviously, this was a great tournament in Colorado Springs. I love watching some of the live feeds on the USA Cornhole. You had the K9, and then you had Anthony Ion walking around calling games, and it's always fun to listen to him call games, right?
Best.
So it was awesome. Dylan Turpin was able to win the singles. We were pulling for Trey Hunt, our boy, but it was a single elimination bracket, and Dylan and Trey were in the same quadrant. They had a tough quadrant, and Trey took him down to the wire, but lost, and then Dylan went on to win it all in singles. So congrats to Dylan. He's having a great season. So.
Do you remember who won doubles? I couldn't find a picture.
Yeah, doubles. It was Chris Fagan and Chris Kingsbury. Chris Kingsbury is another one that has been having a great season. We know what kind of noise he's going to continue to make. But Chris Fagan and Chris Kingsbury were able to take it down against Johnny Cox and his partner. I forgot who, but nonetheless, I mean, I think this weekend at the USA Forces, you heard nothing but good things coming out of that weekend. They had a blind draw that night. The night before singles, and I think there was over 100 people. But I mean, like we said, it was just USA forces, it's people that you know that serve and protect our country, and then obviously first responders, people that continue to serve and protect our country, and us locally. So thanks to you guys, and how fitting, you know, this Memorial Day weekend that just passed, and we had that great tournament.
Definitely a great time for the tournament. Thank you, everybody who. You know, to all of our first responders and anybody who...
Except Trey Hunt. We don't thank him.
We love you, Trey Hunt. We love you.
D-May loves you. No, I love you too, Trey. You know that.
Anyway, all right. So now, pro shootout, or do we have another surprise you're not going to tell me about?
No, I think I'm out of surprises, so...
Okay. All right, so let's start off.
All right,
women's.
So we're going doubles, singles, and women's? Or women's?
Yeah,
You want to start with women's?
First.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Because I think it's kind of up in the air.
No, you think
I'm going Kaylee Hunter. I think this is...
Of course you would.
I mean, let's be honest. Jamie's on fire. She's got to play him all the time. It's good. He's playing his best. You know, that's kind of the argument that people say about the Cobbs, right? It's not just being good, but it's having good competition to play against on a regular basis that really helps them grow. And I think
Can we get to the other view?
Yeah, I think this is definitely.
I want people to see my face.
I think this is definitely going to be.
So you're going with Kaylee, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great pick. She's been playing good as of late. And as you just said a few minutes ago, you feel like it's a toss-up. I think it's going to come down to how the boards are playing, honestly.
Good.
Reason being, because I don't know. To me, this is a tough one. I want to go this way, and then I want to go that way.
All right. Well, you got like 2 seconds to pick.
All right. 1, 2. I am going with Lori Duell.
Oh, okay. All right.
Duell.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm going with Lori Duell. My other pick was going to be Megan Maupin. Obviously, she's a beast. I think she has a good chance as well. But I think Lori is going to take it down. To me, she's the pro shootout type. You know, those rounded segments. You know, she was able to not make any big mistakes, put them in the hole, and just win it all. So I'm going with Lori in this.
Okay.
In the women's.
All right. Well, let's go to. You want to go to singles? Let's go to singles. Who you got?
All right. Oh, you want me to go first this time?
Yeah, I'll let you go first.
All right.
If you steal my pick, I'll be very upset.
I might. I'm going with Trey Birchfield.
Okay, solid.
Trey Birchfield, right? Obviously coming off the sweep this past week at the Takeover. I think he's throwing well, and I just think he's gonna. I think this weekend's gonna work out well. Well, yeah, I think it's gonna work out well.
No,
for
I
him.
think that's a great.
He's
pick.
already in Arizona.
Yeah.
So it works.
I
out
think
for
that's
him.
a great pick. It's almost like something I might have picked. But I think that's solid. I'm gonna go with Matt Guy. I mean, like
Another
we
great
said
pick.
earlier, Jamie got it out the way, and Matt Guy just needs to get it out the way real quick too.
Oh, well, to be fair, that's not who you told me you were going with before.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Okay, all right. So
Oh, I know. Who did I tell you I was going with earlier?
Ryan Windsor.
Rod. That's because
Dude.
Matt Guy changed up his shot.
Oh my gosh.
He has this new little thing with his shot going on. So I kind of went away from Matt Guy a little bit, and then I was between him and Windsor.
Yeah, well then why are you looking at me like you were gonna pick Trey Birchfield?
Because
You didn't even mention him to me.
it depends on the moment. Depends on the moment. I am a man of if the wind blows a certain way, that's who I'm picking. And I think Windsor.
Well, there's no wind in here.
Oh, there is.
I guess the air conditioning can't cut
There's
off.
No, I think honestly any of those are a good choice.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think it's a toss-up,
But if I had to pick one,
but yeah, if you're betting on DraftKings,
I'm gonna go Windsor.
okay.
I'm gonna go Ryan Windsor. I think the headband wore off on him. I think he's gonna come out.
He might be
11s.
wearing a headband again. You know.
Definitely going with Windsor. But I it would not surprise me if Matt Guy got one.
All right.
Even with his changed up thing he's got going on.
All right.
And then doubles.
You go first. I don't want to
This
take
one's
your
easy.
pick per se.
No, this one's easy.
Okay.
I'm going with Kyle Malone and Jimmy Humans.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of great teams, but I think
Yeah, I mean, you still have. You still
you
have
got
obviously
Jay Rubin,
Jamie,
Jordan
Graham,
Power.
and Matt Guy
Yeah,
there.
Jamie, Matt Guy.
You still have Jay and Jordan, Noah and Tony,
Yep.
Trey and Alex, Hunter Thorne and Jacob Trzynski, which I think
That's actually really
they're going
good
to be a
team as well.
dangerous team too.
I'm going. You heard the Oracle has spoken.
Kyle Malone, Jimmy Humans. It's
Yep.
interesting that you picked them. I just think the reason that's interesting is because Kyle Malone's been throwing those sure shot locos, which is like
Yep.
not a sticky bag, and Jimmy typically throws the zero gravity Neptunes. But obviously we saw what Jimmy could do with pro snipers this past weekend, which is similar to the locos. So
Just come talk to me after they win.
yeah, to collect my money. That's what I'm with you. Because I'm gonna go with I feel like the easy picks Matt and Jamie. I feel like Trey and Alex is another solid
That
pick.
is a solid pick.
But I'm gonna go with Noah and Tony. I
Okay.
think they've been playing good lately. You know.
All right. No, I
So,
like-
granted,
I
they did just
feel
get
like
double
you
dipped
just-
this past weekend, but
Okay.
you feel like what?
I feel like you just pick Noah and everything. I feel like you just love like pulling for Noah.
When's I don't know the last time I picked
Every
him.
time we bet, Noah, if you're watching this, anytime I bet, this man is your biggest supporter right here.
Oh, Noah's
10
my
of
dog.
10.
I mean, I like Noah, but I like them all,
10 of
right?
10 every time.
No, I think like the easier pick would be like Trey. Trey, granted, he's probably gonna be wearing our jersey while he's playing. So you know why wouldn't I pick
But
him?
Noah
But I
and
think
Tony is a
Noah
sneaky-
Tony is just a great. You know,
Yeah.
I saw some highlights from Noah this weekend, even a
Oh,
crew
dude,
cup.
that one. We should have put that as a clip of the week.
Right, you know, Noah
Nasty.
and I mean he's just been playing. He's been playing great, and obviously Tony's continued to play great. So
And
I
they
think
both
that's
have
gonna
a
be a
similar
pick.
style. I feel like
Yeah.
they can throw. That is a good pick.
So
But you do pick them a lot.
wow,
Hopefully you support me like this next year when I'm pro.
yeah, well, you'll be the one supporting me.
8-0 in the qualifier, boys. Here we come.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, I'm ready to see some clips, man.
Yeah, let's
We
get
made
the
our
clips of the
predictions.
week. Yeah, my predictions are pretty spot on. If I had to guess, I'm gonna go 3 for 3. You know, if you're looking to bet this weekend on DraftKings, I just gave you the winner. So
You might actually want to go with him, guys, because I'll be honest, I was on the beach all weekend, sunburnt. Dude, I couldn't get reception. I couldn't watch any cornhole this weekend.
how do you not get reception on the beach?
Dude, I don't know.
You act like you were
somebody
like in a
let me
foreign
know.
country. You're literally on the Gulf Coast.
Yeah, don't let Verizon know, dude.
That's your problem.
It just
Verizon.
keeps skipping on me. It was terrible. I wanted to lay there and watch, like I'm sun tanning, shirt off, looking good, guns out, sun's out.
I thought it was sun's
So,
out, guns out.
whatever.
What are you dyslexic?
So, all right, we will
No
be right back.
offense to anybody.
Yeah, this
All
guy,
right,
we gotta get him out of here.
All right, let's get to the clips of the week. You ready?
All right, yep.
To the throw!
Oh, snappy. Why are you over there? What are you bobbing and weaving
I
for?
don't know, bro. I was looking at my crown that comes and goes.
All
I
right.
don't know. I got issues, bro. I'm still hurt.
I'm excited for these clips of the week. All right. Well, if you're ready, let's start
always
things
ready.
off with thank you to Black Sheep Baggers, guys. These clips of the week are brought to you.
Yeah, by our boys, Black Sheep Baggers. It was awesome to see those guys again in Fort Worth, and chop it up with them. Thank y'all for your support. Black Sheep Baggers, they keep releasing different bags. If you're interested in any of their merch, go to their website, blacksheepbaggers.com. Use the discount code KingSeat10. And, go check them out. Because look at these LED signs.
Shoo! Sheesh! All right. Well, if you guys are ready, so are we. Let's start things off. First clip of the week right here.
Oh, what a shot by Athena. That's what his name is in Scorelio, Athena.
I was trying to look how to.
Athena. Did you see what he did there? It was like the penguin, bro. He picked up his bag and took it over and brought his other bag and left Kobe's bag there.
Nasty.
His partner was excited, too.
Nasty.
Athena. Nah, that's Hunter Thorne, obviously. I don't know if he has his hair in a ponytail or something. He might. But Hunter Thorne, man, he's been doing great lately, man. He's definitely stepped his game up this season back to where it used to be. And he's throwing well, so it's good to see. And obviously this was at the blind draw at AJ's the night before the Fort Worth Open. So
Yeah, I see our little logo down there.
that's right. Yeah, we sponsored that tournament, so it was great. Like I said, they were very friendly. A big payout, and what a shot by Hunter.
Good shot, Hunter. Always love Hunter. He's a good poker player as well.
Mm-hmm. Anybody's good compared to you.
All right, let's roast me about poker again. Here we go. Anyway, let's go to the next one here. Let's see what we got.
Oh, this is McGuire.
Wow.
McGuire Shepard. He was playing with light skin this tournament. Nice push.
That's a really nice push.
On the girls throw 2 boards. Look at those boards. Those are pretty sweet.
The boards are actually legit.
Yeah, those are pretty sweet.
I like the old style finish. You know what I mean? Where you can see
it looks
the
like,
board.
like the cracks within the wood per se.
Yeah.
Those are pretty sweet.
I feel like that's some. I feel like my wife would really like those boards as well. That's what our whole house looks like. Everything in here is
Like
old
that
style
old school
barn. Yeah,
wood
barn
finish.
style white.
But great push by McGuire.
No, it was really nice.
Take them all and pick up 4.
He barely got that last bag too. It looked like he was gonna get stuck. One more time. Shoo! Good shot. Good shot, sir. All right, let's see what's going on here. I like the jersey, Birch,
From this past weekend.
and I like Noah's jersey as well.
Who's that player?
I can't see the number.
77.
Oh, is that Dirk?
No.
Who is it? Who's 77? I have no idea basketball numbers.
I think that's Luka Doncic.
Oh, it's current.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I could be
Ugh.
wrong.
Ugh.
Anyways, he said the only reason he wore that jersey,
I don't watch current basketball.
he wore that jersey is because Jay Crowder from the Phoenix Sun was hosting the pool party that they had at this resort, and Jay Crowder obviously plays for Phoenix, who Dallas took down. But anyways, back to the shot. Trey Birchfield looking good with the jersey there, the King C podcast jersey.
It's a good block by Noah.
Good block by Noah, and this bag looks like it's hardly even hanging over the hole.
Nasty.
Trey with the step throw, and then the little fist pump at the bottom. Let's go, Jimmy's what he's trying to tell him. Let's see it one more time. He goes for a short airmail drag, boom, and he hits it. Like I said, it was a great weekend for Trey. And this shows you why he's hitting some shots like that.
Good shot for sure. And shout out to Dirk if you're watching.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, that was the man back in the day, boy. Woo. All right, let's see what else we have here.
Oh, this
Tice
from
Cobb,
our
Peyton
region.
Mares.
Yeah, Tice Cobb and Peyton Mares.
Yeah, Peyton Mares has got the spark everything. I like it.
Yeah, bro. He
I like
sparked out. He wore the same thing this weekend, but watch this shot. This is a bar so bad it's finest. Boom!
Ooh.
Bye, Tice. Bye, Tice. You're out the back. And watch Tice throw up his bag after. He was like, you son of a... Look at this shot. And Tice just...
I just love Peyton's reaction. I'd have been going nuts. I feel like he was so calm about it. I mean, I don't know what he's doing off the camera, but that was nasty.
I like Tice's reaction. That was a nasty shot. And Tice throws his bag, and then he was like, all right, I don't even want to throw the last bag.
He tossed it up.
Stupid.
You gotta love the Cobs,
shot.
man. You gotta love the Cobs. Oh, man, that was nasty. All right, B, we got to do a little different view change here. So that way I can get to this last clip for...
Oh, this from this past weekend as well in the state tournament. This is our boy Jacob Trzynski, who's been on the show recently.
This is another bar.
No, this is the airmail. He took that zero gravity Neptune. This is Jim Bodas pushes his cat bag up a little, and Jacob's just gonna go over the top and leave that bag. Look at this shot.
Is this the last bag?
No.
Okay.
No. But he makes him work for it.
I know, but it's like if it was the last bag, I was like, dude, I wouldn't even have thought to go for it. If it's not the last bag, maybe okay. I still wouldn't have thought to go for it.
What are you trying?
I'd have pushed it in.
You trying to block behind or push
I'd
it
have
in?
probably pushed it in or bumped
Yeah.
behind it and maybe tried to replace something like that. Or
Yeah.
But yeah, that was nasty. I would have definitely not went over the top for an airmail drag, leaving the other bag.
Look at the shot. Yo! Wow, what a
That
shot.
was nasty.
Great shot by Jacob, and he was able to finish a double dip as well to take down the state tournament.
Well, with shots like that, it's pretty easy, B.
Yeah. He said he was on a mission. I forgot what he said. He lost 21 or 22-0 to somebody a little earlier in the bracket. And he said, I was on a mission after that. It was serious.
Damn.
After getting shut out, he made up for
Looks pretty serious.
Right.
If I'm being honest.
A great shot.
Nasty shot. All right, B. Well, let's jump back to the studio for a sec. Let's do our random facts, and then we will get into the K9.
Ooh, random facts.
Yep. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. I always love clips of the week, B.
Yeah, clips of the week is fun. You guys just keep sending them in. I mean, we like seeing shots that I'll probably never be able to make, but it's good to highlight them.
I'll make them.
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. No, guys, any trick shots, any cool shots, awesome clips, please send them our way. We will be sure to get them in there.
That's right.
Show the people across the country what, cool
What
shots
good cornhole players are capable of doing.
Show people across the country what people are doing in your area. That's what I was going for, right? That's what makes the shots of the week so cool. The clips of the week is, I have no idea what people in New York are capable of when it comes to cornhole or, Wyoming. I don't even know if there's a Wyoming. I'm sure there is a group out there, but I'm never met any of those players. Some of those players I might have met, I don't even know where they're
You're
from.
throwing shots at Wyoming, bro? I don't know. What did Wyoming do to you?
Wyoming one? I don't know. I was trying to make a Wyoming pun. It didn't work.
Know, yeah.
Anyway, let's go to some random facts quick, and then we can jump into the K9 interview. I'm sure a lot of people want to hear what Wally has to say.
Our boy Wally, the
man
behind the broadcast.
Yes, sir, Mr. Broadcast himself, the legend. All right, so do you have a random fact, B?
You want me to start?
Yeah, I'll let you start this
I'll
time.
start because I feel you're gonna rant for a while on yours.
I might.
Have something
It's a
left to drink
possibility.
so I can drink. Okay. Well, I had a couple. Can I go two?
Yeah, you can go too.
All right, cool. The first one is drafts. You know those big long neck drafts? That's funny that they have these long necks.
What are they?
Drafts.
Okay, all right.
About to curse you out, but I'll tell you.
Keep going.
They have no vocal cords.
How do they talk?
I don't know.
Do they make sounds?
I've never heard a draft make a sound. Now that I think about it. Other than when they're prancing. That reminds me of the opening of Lion King, when they have the drafts prancing towards the prize line. Yeah.
That was nice.
The drafts have no vocal cords, which sucks for them. I have a bonus one, too.
Okay. What's the bonus one?
Kangaroos can't fart.
Really? How do they get out extra gas? Do they just
I
burp?
don't know how it works, bro. I don't know how it works.
Okay, interesting. All right, not bad. It's solid. As usual, be with this animal.
All right, the last one I have. A rhinoceros. I can't even talk.
Drafts, rhinoceroses.
Draft. It is draft. Whatever. A rhinoceros horn is made of hair.
Hair?
Yeah, a rhinoceros horn is made of its hair.
How is it so? What makes it so I guess, tough.
I don't know. They must have tough hair.
I didn't know that.
I didn't even know they really had hair. I thought they had just
I
skin.
wish my hair was that tough. It's not.
It's not tough at all.
No, it's very, very rough. All right, well, my random facts, not animal related, but it is that you can never really forget a habit.
Oh, gosh.
It's pretty cool, right? So once you learn a habit, you can never really forget it. And there's a reason, there's a sign. Okay. So let's start at the beginning.
I mean, so like, all right, you can start at the beginning, but I just have a quick question. So you can never forget it, but that doesn't mean you like repeat it, right?
No. There's obviously a cue that cues the habit, but the reason habits are formed, and the reason your brain uses them in your basal ganglia, is so
your
that
what?
Basal ganglia. That's the part of the brain that habits loop. So the reason
basal ganglia.
Yeah, the reason that we have habits is basically it's a way for your brain to turn off without actually turning off, right? If my brain just turned off when I'm driving a car, I'd wreck,
Exactly.
right? But if you cue the habit, you can drive and you're not really paying attention, but you are.
So is that how, like, whenever we're driving places, you're able to talk, like, text on your phone half the time?
Yeah.
While you're driving?
Because you're using one part of your brain to text and talk, the other part you're using to, the best example is backing out of a driveway. It's a habit, right? So every time you get in your car, you back out.
How does it make it a habit?
Think about tying your shoelaces. When you get up in the morning, if you're tying your shoelaces, which one do you tie first? Or which shoe do you put on first? You don't think about it.
I don't know the last
time I wore shoes. But there's an order that you do it. Same thing when you put on pants. You do one leg and then the other leg.
No, I don't. I get on my bed and I lean back with both legs and put them on the same
however
time.
you do it, there's a habit. I promise you do the same thing, whether it's the same thing with like brushing your teeth in the morning. Everything is a habit. Something cues the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. Because and the reason we can't forget them is, could you imagine going on vacation, driving all the way to Florida like I did, right? Go to the beach for 7 days.
You had me at the fact that you drove. I was surprised when I even heard that.
So let's just say you go to the beach for 7 days, right? You're chilling at some resort, you're on the beach. Then you got to get in your car and drive home. You can't just forget how to drive.
Right.
Right? So you can always recall that instinctual habit whenever you need it.
I see what you're saying.
And they've actually run a lot of experiments on mice with this.
Why is mice always the go-to? That's my question.
That is a good question. I don't know.
You know how people are like, oh, we run these tests, but we first tried it on mice.
I guess because they reproduce so, I mean.
So do rabbits.
Yeah, but I guess I don't know why they use mice, but they did, and basically what people do, or what the scientists did, was they tested the mice by basically giving them a habit, right? Like, hey, make this noise. If you run through this maze, you get cheese, right? Put the cheese in the same spot every time. Put them in this little container that has a door, opens the door, maze, cheese, right? Well, when the mouse is actually in the container prior to the maze, its brain is going crazy because it's thinking. But as soon as you open the door,
it's like a dog with a treat.
Yeah, but as soon as you open the door and it realizes it's in the maze, the habit kicks in. So no more brain activity. It just goes straight to the cheese. And they even did it so bad because habits can hurt you as well, right? Like I have a drinking problem, you know what I mean? So they did the same exact thing, but they kept putting poisonous cheese, and the mice just kept eating it. They didn't care. They knew it was going to kill them, but it didn't make a difference because they're so cued in with the habit of.
So many questions I have when it comes to that. Like how it was like, ooh, let's try this experiment out with cheese. Why was cheese the go-to? And what kind of cheese?
Because it was a mouse. What do you?
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
You ever seen Tom and Jerry? I mean, this is cheese
all the time, bro.
Go-to. Cheese is the go. Actually, peanut butter, I hear, for rats is actually better than cheese.
Well, rats are different than mice.
Or same thing, mice, rats, mouse.
No, it's not. No, they're different.
They're all around one the same.
Okay, so that's like saying a gerbil is a mice or a hamster.
What was the name of that movie with Angelina Jolie where they curve a bullet?
Is that in Tomb Raider or whatever?
No, they curve the bullet.
I don't know.
Wanted? Was it Wanted? Where you can curve, I think it's Wanted. You can curve the bullet. Well, that's how they ended up using peanut butter to get all the mice into the secret facility.
I don't know. I just know the last time they did experiments on gorillas, like for tests, it didn't work out well. That's how we got King Kong, right? Wasn't it in the King Kong movie? No, Planet of the Apes is when they tested.
Yeah, with Caesar.
Yeah.
Caesar is the first ape that they tested.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Poor Caesar. Poor Caesar.
Anyway, all right, guys. Hope you guys are ready for K9.
Yeah, what's next? Okay, K9.
He's coming up, boys. We'll be
Let's
right
get to
back.
our boy Wally.
All right, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. As promised, Mr. K9 himself. What's up, Wally?
What's up, boys? How you guys doing?
What's going on, man?
What's up, brother?
My
Welcome.
man Wally.
Welcome to the King Seat, huh?
Dude, it's beautiful here.
In studio and everything. My man making a trip.
Look, I mean, I'll be honest, right? I'm full, bro. We just ate some good food. Well, I don't know if you think it was good.
I thought it was good. I told him I got off the plane. I said, dude, we got to get some of that Louisiana food. Let's go to Popeyes.
That's the first thing he said, bro. I said, you hungry? He said, yeah, bro. We're here. Got to get some Popeyes. I was like, we can.
Got some gator,
Some crab cakes.
some crab cakes. I'm feeling a little tired.
No, man. So, I mean, we appreciate you coming, Wally. We like having people in the studio. It's weird. I don't know if to say Wally or K9.
No, you say it.
I know, but it's just,
K9's good.
I
K9's
think I
good.
confused myself.
Like, most of the people don't even know me as Wally anymore. Like,
That's true.
they're like, oh, you're K9? They're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I thought you were different. Like you don't know too many Hispanic Wallies? Like, what are you talking about?
That makes sense.
K9 makes it easier for people to know.
People don't know who I am either. I mean, obviously, you're a lot more known than what I am. But like when I go to these tournaments, sometimes I was like, oh, I'm figuring like I'm wearing a King Seat shirt. Like, maybe it helps. But then somebody told me the other day, it's like, bro, you look like your shirt, but then you got this going on here. You messed it up. I'm like, all right, well, I don't know. I like to change it up, but no, K9. There we go.
Let's go.
Well, we appreciate you coming to the studio, man.
Yes, sir.
Like we've talked about this for a while, and you said, look, you know, I want to come on the show, but when I do it, I want to do it right. I want to be in person. I want to see the studio. I want to do it. So we appreciate you on this detour to Dallas, stopping in with us, and
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I had one interview where I had bad internet connection. I was like, if I got a problem with the live feed now, it's your guys' fault. I ain't messing with that no
Great.
more.
Hey, well, we're good for it. I mean, like one of the we did an interview. Obviously, it was virtual through Zoom. We went about 20 minutes in. We realized the thing was on mute.
Ooh, that was a rough. I don't know if you've
before.
ever had to re-ask the
Yeah,
same
bro, it's just
questions,
not
but it
the
is
same.
awkward. Okay,
It's not the same. So.
it is
Well,
awkward.
I was just out there at that Great Shots bar in Michigan, and there was one point where I had Austin here and then Jerron to my right, and like somebody hit a shot or something like that. I'm like, I'm talking, I'm going, the crowd hears nothing. Nothing. I look at the chat, it says audio's gone. I was like, dude, I had so many good points.
Yeah.
I brought the excitement. I did everything. So I was like, we're just going to move on.
And by the time you get the audio back on, you're tired. You're like, I just gave it my all.
That's it.
All right, so let's start at the basics, Wally. K9. Let's start at the beginning. Before K9, Wally, how'd you get into cornhole? How long have you been playing?
Like most people in cornhole, start with softball. You know, going to softball tournaments, in between games, 2 or 3 hour breaks. You know, we just basically go get some food, set up the cornhole boards at like 17 feet, throw, 2 bags in the hole, think we're good, having a great time, play for $10 cash games. Me and my buddy went to a tournament. Very first match we played, 2 pros right off the rip. Didn't know who they were because they're dressed in normal clothes. And we lost 21-1. And we're like, man, these guys are actually pretty good. And like, we didn't think the boards were this far apart, you know?
Right.
So then started kind of mingling with them. And then that's what basically got me into the running tournament side of things. And then from the tournament side of things, starting to put some live feeds together.
Nice. Well, I mean, obviously we see the good work you do with the live feeds.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, shout out to you. Every week you were doing something better. Dude, my
Every day
man.
now, every
Always
day.
looking
All
to
over
improve.
the
We
place,
notice
bro.
it. The
You just
people
can't-
notice it,
Yeah.
okay?
He just came from the beach, huh?
Duncan Clemmer hired me out there in South Carolina. So I think in the last, what's today? Thursday?
Thursday.
Nope.
So within the last 7 days, I've been in 13 different states. So
Kudos
It's rough.
to you, bro.
it's rough.
Damn, you travel
It's
as
fun,
much
though.
as Brian over there, dude.
No, he travels way more than me. So I mean, so what do you prefer doing? Obviously, we see the great your work you're doing with the live feed. We could tell, right? When you find something you're passionate about, you hone it. You want to continue to make it better. And we can see from the first open to this open, all the changes you made, all the improvements you've done. But I mean, do you ever just sit there sometimes, like you're watching these live feeds? Obviously, you're calling or broadcasting games, and you're like, man, I'd much rather be playing.
Yeah, so basically everything I do is 0 to 100. So if I'm going to be playing, I want to put in as much practice as I possibly can. Right now, I can't do that because of all the travel. And same thing with the broadcast. Like if I do that, I have to go all in on it. So if I had my choice, I'd probably say that I want to go ahead and do the throwing aspect of it, but
Yeah.
it just doesn't pay enough. See, because there's always something going on. Got to call the travel agent for the Cancun trip. So yeah, we're putting together that tournament in Cancun. It's gonna be a broadcast out there, but most importantly, I'd like to go out there and just throw and have fun. But I don't know, man. I do enjoy meeting new people, and I do enjoy going to new places. And I think that the cornhole sport is growing at such a rapid pace that maybe broadcasting is where the money's going to be at in the future.
Yeah. I mean that takes a lot of time. I mean, we see how much you do it all day for the whole weekend. I mean, me and D May have obviously done a couple little broadcasts here and there.
Yeah.
But we'll do 2 or 3 games. Like, all right, somebody else wants to come swap in. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, damn, dude, I don't know. How the hell is this canine sit here for 12 hours or longer than that sometimes?
You ain't lying. My body's more tore up from commentating than it is when I'm out there throwing.
Right.
Because, like, when I'm throwing, I'm out there moving around. Whenever I'm commentating, I'm in the same position the entire time. And then when I finally move, that's when I feel like I'm 50, 60. But I like throwing, man. I like throwing, having a good time. But, man, I'm very competitive. And if I suck, bro, it's on. Like, you see me kissing this cross, I always say, sorry, God, didn't mean to use your name in vain. That's usually what happens when I'm broadcasting. I don't usually get too upset with stuff, except for the beginning setup when things go wrong.
Right.
No, and I mean, I'm sort of the same way, right? If I start doing something, I'm all in, right? And that's the struggle we're actually having. That's why it was such a good question Brian brought up, because podcast, cornhole, I'm a married man. It's hard for me to find time to do anything.
I'm trying to get to that stage. It's a hard time for me to get to the married stage. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's a great life. Love you, babe. I know you probably watch it at home.
If there's a middle ground between throwing, commentating, and being married life, find it for me. Like, give me a map. Tell me how to get there. Point A, point B, point C, end goal. I want to do it. Nice. But man, right now, whew.
Well, it's tough, bro. Especially with all your travel, right?
Yeah,
the good thing about you can find somebody in like each different state. Like, hey, I come here often.
It's that zip code rule?
Yeah, those zip code rule. No, so how did the name K9 come about?
So last name's Kassler, starts with K. My baseball number was 9, played position 9. Was terrible at hitting, so I batted 9th. But I was fast, so I had to be on the roster. They had to put me in a lineup, and I had good defense. But K9, basically the only thing that fit on license plate, Wally K9. And then I was driving one day and accidentally rear-ended this girl in school in the highway, and she parked right next to me in school. So like you would see K9 in her bumper of her white Volkswagen. So everyone called me K9. But yeah, it kind of stuck, and I wanted to think of something kind of clever, like Wally's broadcasting or Wally's cornhole didn't have a ring to it, so stuck with K9, and it seems like it's working. I mean, we were able to get a better logo out of it.
No, I like the. I thought the logo was awesome. I mean, the whole. And then I like the graphics with the red and the blue, and then your intros are insane, man.
Thanks.
Where it's flipping gold and all the credit, dude. You putting in some. You definitely making the K9 a good name. I'll give you that. You're killing it.
I mean, you gotta show them something different all the time, man. Like I actually had an idea to do something like your guys' table, and I did it, and it didn't look as good as yours. I was like, all right, we're squashing that one. We're just gonna go ahead and throw that to the curb. So yeah, a little jealous of your guys' table. That's nice.
Yeah, we got it at a. It was a flea market.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it and we said, hey, man, let's see if we can get somebody to do the lighting. It's the same guy that does all the lighting in the studio. Like, he did this sign. He did the spark power back here. TV Best Buy all day.
Looks good, man.
It was one of those open box discounts.
Yeah.
No, so I mean, what has this year been like for you, right? So I'll be honest, right? I've heard of you before. I've seen you doing various tournaments. I met you in Worlds last year when you were broadcasting on broadcast courts, and all of a sudden you're doing all the opens, man. I mean, so
yeah, so it's been a roller coaster, man. Whenever I got started, basically I got fired from my job as an accountant because I asked for a raise, trying to get a certain amount of dollars. And then 2 days later, they asked me to come out and film Worlds, and I think I saw you guys out there, met you guys for the first time. And then whenever we did Worlds, I think they liked what they saw out of me, and they saw my work ethic, and they saw what I had to offer on the table. And they said, all right, Fire Cornhole did a great job, Ultra did a good job, but, they have their companies they got to focus on. Like, I ain't got shit. Like, I was just doing this only. So they're like, hey, you want to come on and do the first 3 opens, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, yeah, it'd be kind of cool to do it. And then I'm like, okay, well, how am I going to do it? Like, how am I going to afford this? So Lucky Bags came on as one of the first sponsors. Through them, I was able to get through the first 3 opens. And then, at the time, I didn't know I had to give half of that sponsorship money to the ACL. So I was like, okay, how am I really going to do this now? It was already a struggle. So then I met somebody at the South Dakota Open, basically kind of trying to figure out how to get it as a career instead of how it was basically just a hobby for me. And I was like, you know what? The way the sport's growing, I'm all in. Had a meeting with Trey and Fred, went to the ACL headquarters, talked to them for a little bit, and then kind of put together a financial game plan, not really to kind of retire off of this, but just enough to make me survive month to month to month.
Right.
And then the more I get into it, figured out that's not going to work. I can't afford it. So the reimbursement process and everything's kind of been a struggle, but whenever the money comes in, man, things are great. But leading up to that, it's kind of like, shit, I can't afford none of this. So the good thing about it, though, is I built relationships along the way. All the bag collabs that we've done, I mean, you guys got a few of them right here on the screen. Black Sheep Baggers, Norse with the Shootouts. He's got done one with Big Daddies. I'm going to forget, Vortex has obviously been around since day number one. Got some fires, some contrabands coming out. We got a lot of people that have hopped on board and helped me out. So the relationships are clutch, man. I can't say enough about everybody's helped me out. So that part's been cool. But hopefully next year is a little bit more structured, and then we can go from there as far as how I can do this on a full-time basis.
Right. Well, I mean, you've definitely set the groundwork. You've said you've done everything to go in the right direction. I mean, next year will be, World's in August, huh? And then we start off right back again. So I have the confidence in saying I don't think you're going anywhere, right? Everybody likes you. They like what you do.
Yeah, hopefully.
But that's awesome. But going along to another aspect, right? So you do the broadcasting, you do the cornhole thing. Is this something, you said you couldn't make a career out of it. So where do you stand now? Like, is this something you want to try and make a career out of it? You have different avenues or different... I know you always have ideas.
I think we got pretty much 2 months to figure that out. So if we get to Worlds and we have a contract on the table, I'll be able to game plan where exactly I want to live. So it's kind of funny talking to some of the players. They're like, you come out here and live in South Dakota. Come out here and live in Michigan. Come out here and live in California. Like,
you can come live in Louisiana.
Come live in Louisiana. So I'll tell you what, ladies, Louisiana, you ain't doing too bad in a few hours I've been here. I'll tell you that much. But no, I mean, it's one of these things where, like, I legit have the freedom to live wherever I want to live. Right. It's just a matter of trying to figure out how to make it work. So, yeah, man, I'm having a good time trying to figure that out along the way. But career-wise, as long as I'm in, I'm all in.
Right.
But I can't do this half in, half out next year. That's for sure.
Well, you're on the right track.
You are, man. Hey, it's a pleasure to watch you. So going back a little bit here, Wally, when you first started, I know you said you came from softball. Did you have any kind of a background with, I know you said accounting, but, I guess live streaming, Twitch, graphics?
No, not at all. Actually, so once my dad passed away, shortly before I got fired, I kind of slacked off a little bit. You get that bereavement leave. So I basically had the computer over here working from home because of COVID. And then I had big screen TV and the laptop over here. And I was just watching video game streamers. You know what I mean? Like, I was just watching people play Call of Duty Warzone, different type of video game stuff like that. And I was like, man, that'd be real cool if I do that with, cornhole in a way. So then I started taking bits and pieces of it. And I was like, all right, let me apply this little door transition. Boom. Hey, that looks pretty good. Let me try and see if I can get more cameras on there, because they got different cameras, like on their keyboards and their controllers and their face. I'm like, let me try that. And I was like, I can't figure out how to do that. So I just Googled it, messed it up, Googled it, messed it up, Googled it, figured it out. Boom. Next, on to the next problem. So, that's basically just think of an idea, troubleshoot. Once it gets on, you move on to the next idea.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how we did it too. Just a lot more messing up than that.
That's definitely the approach we've taken, right? So D-Man's like, I got this idea, I want to try and do this. I don't know if it'll work. Let's try this. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm gonna figure it out. Then he's got another window open, trying to Google or YouTube it. He's like, but the problem with D-Mato is, like, he'll watch a video and see somebody do something. He's like, there's no way. This isn't right, bro, because it doesn't work. So then he's like doubting the person that did it.
Right.
So it's like.
And that's the other thing too, is like there's so much stuff that we can't do. Like if you go on to Fiverr, a lot of my help comes from Fiverr. Yeah. Like you could get a $5 helper,
right? Or
you can get a $320 helper. You know what I mean? So you get what you pay for, but at the same time, it's kind of like I want to have that. I want to have the idea pop in my head and be able to do it. So hopefully I'm bringing somebody on, Corey out in California. He's going to be doing that Kids Throw 2 tournament in St. Louis. He's phenomenal with the graphics, so check them out at DFT Cornhole. But they're doing a pretty good job, and then hopefully with the ACL next year we can kind of broadcast as a team, and that's kind of what I want to do. So if I'm up north, hit up Eddie. If I go out to the east, Tornado, go out to the west, Corey, come down here, you guys. So it's like, nice. I want to try and get a broadcast team across the entire country. That way, wherever I'm at, I got somebody to help me out in the booth. I think the viewers like it better too.
Yeah.
Hey, we like it anytime you come down here, man. It's fun.
I might have to come back.
You do, bro. You gotta
Go
stay
back
longer than
sometime,
this.
bro, for a weekend, and you'll really enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm only here for what, 5 hours?
Yeah,
We gotta head to the airport in 20 minutes.
Nah, I mean,
Yeah, unfortunately, guys, we're not able to get a game with him today because of the short time frame. The Kingdom's been asking, dude.
They're lucky.
They want to see you play like a Cornhole Jeopardy style game. They know B knows a lot about Cornhole because he watches Cornhole 24/7. And maybe I'm on a limb here.
I watch
but
because I like hearing your voice, Wally. That's right.
It's kind of nice.
maybe I'm going out on a limb here, but I can't think of anybody who probably watches more Cornhole than this guy who's always commentating right here. So you're probably a Cornhole
It's made me so
Rain
much
Man at
better
this
too.
point.
Yeah. I hear so many people come up to me all the time. They're like, dude, just watching your videos, I notice some things that you're talking about, and I look at it, and I apply it to my game, and it's definitely helped me out. I'm like, you got all these players now hopping around teaching Cornhole and stuff like that. It's a lot better to get an outside perspective on your shot than what you just kind of think you're doing. If you actually see it face to face, that's good. It's gonna help you out.
No, most definitely, man. And you're like, we gotta keep harping on your broadcasts, but your broadcasts are fun, right? You bring different people on. People like to hear you talk with other people, obviously collaborate with other people. Kind of shoot the shit. Just to, like I said, it's fillers, right? It's hard to get a filler, right? But it's also hard to be like, they're in again, they're in again, they're in again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah, well, we like to have fun on the broadcast, and I'm starting to get to the point now where the players are starting to get comfortable. Just this last Tuesday, great shots, man. Steve Ochoa, I don't know if you've seen the clip on Facebook yet. And some of the shots he hit against Rob V to kind of finish off that match there. And you get that in type of environment at your Cornhole tournament, and you get live feed across the country. I think it comes off on the broadcast well. So I like to have fun with people. But
Yeah, anybody at home, if y'all want to go clip some stuff out of that clip, send it to us for clips of the week. Be appreciated.
there's some good stuff there, man. Steven Ochoa put on a show.
no, yeah, it's Ochoa. He's a beast, Brandon. But I think it's awesome too. Obviously, like you said, you like to have fun. And you see things in that kind of environment. These ACL tournaments, the Opens and Nationals, are obviously a little more serious. But when you go out to the Blind Taco and other places like that, and you see people run their mouth at each other, they're more laid back. More like talking trash, and you're able to capture that on your broadcast, man. And you talk shit to them too from behind the camera sometimes, which it's like funny. They call them out like, you won't hit that shot, you won't do that. People like seeing that.
Yeah, the biggest thing for me now is like, I didn't drive through 7 different states to see you lay up. Boom.
Right.
But then, whenever they hit the 12-on-12 social, which we didn't get another drink, man.
Right.
You guys failed on that one. That's on you. Actually, go back there and make me a drink real quick.
Intern, get some.
They're not here.
No, I mean, honestly, we know outside of broadcasting, you're also a really good player. I know you're stuck broadcasting a lot of these big events. Do you hit a lot of the blind draws afterwards, or are you just too exhausted from broadcasting all day to actually get to play bags?
As long as the broadcast schedule allows me to play, I want to play. So we're going out there to Fort Worth, Texas. Trey is going to be doing the CBS broadcast. I'll be throwing Saturday with Daniela Luna. And then I was wanting to throw Sundays, but unfortunately it's going to be right in time with the broadcast that I have to do, so I won't be able to play in that one. But if there's a sit and go and I have like a couple hours of downtime, then I'll go play in a sit and go and hang out with some people.
Yeah, well, to anybody at home, if y'all have not been to an open yet and you go to them, you play all the ACL stuff, it's great. It's 10 p.m. There's now a blind draw going on in the parking lot. Be careful, okay? Because you might be out there till 3 in the morning, right, Big? And then you got to be back up at 7.
Man Cave Mondays, we were at we went to some barn. I think that was all the way till like 4 o'clock in the morning. And then Blind Taco, that was another great one. That's probably the best blind draw in the country. Shout out to them real quick.
Probably
But
so.
I think that one got over at 2. Like the bartenders were ready to go, and I was like, I didn't even get to throw. I'm gonna throw again.
It's crazy. So obviously this is going to air after Fort Worth, right? We have the Pro Shootout going on and the Open going on. So we're going to look back on this. So I'm asking you.
Uh-oh.
I want some predictions. Who you got in the Pro Shootouts? We got women's, we got doubles and singles.
All right, so women's, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and I hung out with her. She's my cousin now. I got initiated into the cousin crew. I'm going to go with Maya Cup. That lady was on the board pretty much the minute I landed in Michigan to the minute I left Michigan. She was throwing the entire time.
Well,
I
she
can
has
tell
a
she
special
wants it.
power, man. She
And
tells her bag to go in and goes in.
Right, and I lost $20 to you because of Bella beating Maya. So I told Maya, I said, hey, you cost me $20. So Maya, it's your last chance. You got to win, Maya. And then let's see, doubles. For the shootout, I don't know why. I just feel like it's Jay Rubin and Jordan Power's turn.
Yeah.
I feel like it's either theirs or Trey and Alex. And then
Trey's playing with Trey in the shootout.
Yeah,
Trey and Trey.
in the shootout. Okay.
Trey.
So yeah, I ain't going Trey. Sorry, Sniper.
Damn, man, it's our boy.
That's all right.
Hey,
I like
what
him.
it is.
I like him, but
That's what it is. All right, so who you going with instead? Oh, Jordan and Jay, right? You said
yeah,
that.
Jordan and Jay, and then singles. I don't know, man. I want Baby Goat to win.
Everybody wants Baby Goat to win.
But let's see. If I had to pick, screw it, I'll go Baby Goat. I'm taking Baby Goat. Let's go.
That's who you putting your money on, huh?
Yep. Even though he's not wearing my hoodie yet, Alex. Come on, bro. You wear the hoodie, you win. Guaranteed. I gave him 2 hoodies.
I think if he puts a headband on.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, man. Hey, adds 1 PPR, bro. 1 point to your PPR. You are king seat.
Speaking of the Spark
Big
Apparel,
facts.
man, they sent me an Airwolf jersey, and
So did he
I
just call me?
I can't get to it, man. It's in Kansas City. I was gonna go home and grab it, head down there, and I can't even get to it. So I'm kind of bummed.
All right. And the last question we leave with you, man. We know you, the K9 broadcast cornhole guy, but you're a family man.
Try to be, yes sir.
Family man. So how's that like? Whenever you do have some time away from cornhole, I mean, what are you doing?
Man, so right now the travel days don't really match up. So if I were to drive from Kansas City back home, it's basically $80 just to see my kiddo. So I'm kind of bummed, but also very, very proud. She broke the stolen base, and I just found out she broke the singles record for her softball team as a freshman. So I told her, I said, hey, it sucks I couldn't watch it. I said, but now you just got to break the record every single year. So went to see Doctor Strange with her yesterday. Terrible movie, by the way. Don't go see it. Sorry, Marvel. I'll tell you what, though, K9 superhero would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I like it. I like it.
Let's make it happen.
Maybe we can put some in production.
Yeah. So, but no, man, I love my kiddo, and I wish I could see more. We got a chance to see my pop-ups and my dogs, but right now I'm pretty much just solely in on myself, man. Hopefully it'll happen out, and then eventually get that white picket fence with families and babies running around and stuff. We'll see. But I love my kiddo, man. It just sucks I had to move away for her to kind of get this going.
Yeah. Well, it's all right. The end result is what's best for the family,
Dude,
right?
the Cornhole family needs me.
That's right.
I'm here for you guys.
Well, we appreciate it, Wally. Look, we appreciate you taking the time to come down here. We're going to have you down again soon where we can go down and party in the city for a little while, you know what I mean? Scope out the scenes, maybe do a swamp tour, get you up close to alligator, something crazy, right?
I'd mess that alligator up, bro.
I'd be willing to see it, so we can't thank you enough. I know we got to go catch a flight and get on our ass to Fort Worth, huh?
Hey, for sure, man. Appreciate you guys, man. You guys are doing great stuff, man. Looking forward to hanging out at Worlds. Worlds going to be a blast. So we definitely got to meet up down there as well.
All right.
Kick it.
Can't wait.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys.
I
We
appreciate
will be right back. Thank you, Wally.
See you. You go.
Always lost some time with K9.
It was a fun time, like we
Great
had that
time.
great interview with him, and this was just right after leaving Harbor Seafood, where
Yeah,
he
we
was
went to
able
lunch.
to have some crab cakes and then some black and alligator as well. And it's just great to hear, how the name K9 came to be, what his plans are, what he enjoys doing, and just
Even outside the interview, it was a lot of fun hanging out with him,
Right.
having lunch.
Yeah.
So it was a good time. But all right, guys. Well, we want to thank some of our sponsors quick. Let's see who we got first here. B. Hashtag. Let Gary sell it.
That's right, our boy Gary Anderson with French Quarter Realty. He's been killing it this year from what he's telling me. So obviously he knows what he's doing. So if you have any questions about buying a house, selling a house, just any questions about the market in general, even if he's not in your area, he'll still be happy to talk to you about it. He's just that nice of a guy. So you make sure you reach out to our boy Gary Anderson at 504-894-4586.
Hashtag let Gary sell it.
That's right.
We also want to thank our other sponsors as well. Be Buffalo Board, Spark Apparel, Sure Shot Cornhole, Norse Blats, Black Sheep Baggers, and of course, Lucky Bags. We really appreciate it.
I was waiting to see if you forgot anybody.
No,
No,
sir.
Thank you. Thank you to everybody for your sponsorship. It obviously helps us continue to do what we enjoy doing. We appreciate it a lot. And thank y'all. The Spark Apparel sign looks great. Buffalo Board sign, it's been there for a while. That thing looks great as well. The big old buffalo.
It was really nice.
So
Yeah, guys, and a lot of big things coming. Took me a little bit to get B's laptop over here up and running, ready for broadcast. So he should be going live Soon. Soon, in the near future.
Yeah, that and also we're gonna be doing another jersey drop soon. You know, you saw the last jersey we did with Spark Apparel. We're gonna be releasing some more of those, some black ones, but we're also gonna be doing some white ones as well. I know people asked about the white ones, and so we'll be dropping those soon. I gotta get with Sparky, because we want those in time for World. So, but yeah, that as well. And we might be doing some shorts. What you think about some shorts?
I'm down for shorts. I got to get some headbands for Worlds. That's what I got to do.
Yeah. We still have a few in stock.
I might be going live sometimes too. You know, I got a plan.
Whatever. Hey, look, thank y'all so much for your continued support. I had fun in Fort Worth. I don't think I'm going anywhere else unless I get like a wild hair. I may show up in Chicago, but until Worlds is going to be a lot of fun. I know we're coming up on June, so it'll be here in 2 months. Seems like it's going to go by like this. But we look forward to seeing everybody. And our next episode is going to be a great one. We have a great person coming on for an interview.
Yep, pretty exciting stuff.
What else you got, dude?
That's it, man. Hey guys, look, in honor of K9 being on this episode, be gone.
Thank y'all so much.
I can't do it. I tried, dude.
It's terrible.
Be gone. Is that like that?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. We'll see y'all next time
in the King
seat.
Be gone.